Welcome back, everyone. This is the Beverly 400 podcast, also known as B4 Pod, but I'm having a hard time with that name now that we are into 2026, and it's no longer B4, it is here. I'm your host, Lindsay Barth, and if you like to hear things about Beverly, if you are a Beverly citizen, or if you just really are super interested in our 400th anniversary, you are in the right place. And I'm really excited for today's episode. Today, I'm sitting down with two guests, which is a first for the podcast. So if it's a little bit longer, it's because we're having a lot of fun. Sorry. My guests today are Susan Whitelocks and Stacy Gooding, the co-organizers of one of my most anticipated events for Beverly 400, the Trivia in the Round. We're going to chat about that today, but first I just wanted to welcome you all to the pod.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're excited to promote this event.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I know it's been a lot of work, and we'll dive into sort of how this event has come to be, but just to kind of kick it off, I wanted to get to know y'all a little bit better and let our viewers and listeners hear sort of what's your connection to Beverly? How did you get here? Why are you organizing this event? Why are you putting in all your time?
I moved to Beverly 18 years ago, and I always have just thought it's been really important to be a part of your community, and so that's how I got involved. I started with the Beverly Dog Park years and years ago and moved into Main Streets, and so that's how I've kind of ended up organizing this Trivia in the Round event for Beverly 400. You know, I want to be part of anything going on in Beverly that celebrates Beverly, and I think this does a good job of that.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Well, Susan, I have seen you organizing and volunteering your time for years now, and I feel like you're just like such a poster child for like a community member. Like you were just always there and with a smile on your face. So
thank you.
It's a joy and a pleasure.
Yes, thank you. I get a lot out of it too. It fills up my cup and keeps my heart happy.
Good. Yes. Well, that's what we need. Yes. And Stacy, tell us a little bit about how you got here.
Yeah, so I moved to Beverly full-time in 2011. My husband lived here at the time, and this is where he wanted to live. And I'm a transplant, and so as a result of being a transplant, you have to dig in right away if you want to feel like you belong and you want to be included. And I think the best way to demonstrate that is to volunteer. And I also have a small business here in Beverly as a professional organizer. And so it was a perfect fit for me to volunteer, and that's actually how Susan and I have met and become friends. And that's really what community is about, right? Like digging in, doing the things together, elbow to elbow, and getting to know each other and getting to know other people in your community. It's been wonderful. I feel like Beverly's given me a warm embrace, and it feels really good when you're far from home.
Oh, I love that. Well, look at us, 3 transplants that really have just like forced our way into Beverly.
Like it or not, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like a bull in a china shop. Hello. We're here to plan all your events.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, Stacy, you touched on it a little bit, but you are a business owner, and I'd love to sort of dive into that a little bit. I mean, I'm sure that the skill set translates over to what you're doing on a volunteer basis, but tell us a little bit about Good Order.
Oh, thank you for asking. So I started my little boutique organizing company about four and a half years ago, and I'm based out of Beverly, and I serve Beverly, North Shore, and the greater Cape Ann community, and I help people with their residential decluttering and organizing needs, and I also do concierge move services for people because people often feel overwhelmed by these tasks, and so instead of doing, if they can't do it perfectly, they do nothing, and that's obviously not helpful for them. Mm-hmm. So I show up with compassion first and show grace for people where they can't show it to themselves, and help them kind of get these things accomplished, because like it or not, it's a necessary evil in your life, and it does translate to event planning and organizing in that respect, because you have to be detail oriented, you have to be flexible, you have to adapt and pivot quickly, and that happens a lot when you're in someone's home as well. And so it's been very true of planning this event. We've had a lot of things thrown at us, and we've had to kind of duck and take cover and recoup and figure out new ideas and be flexible and adaptable to things. So it is the same skill set, but this is much more fun than doing your day job. Getting to plan something that, really is going to welcome the community and make everyone feel included. We're excited about that.
Yeah. Well, so are we. I mean, this event's going to be so awesome, and it's so great to have volunteers jumping in that have these pretty unique skill sets that can really bring together a citywide, it's hard to plan an event anyways, but to make it so inclusive and so broad and allowing the whole city to get involved, that's a lot. Yeah. So
Well, we're hoping it comes together at the
Yeah.
right moment on the night of our event. We have worked hard, but
Yeah.
it feels easy because we're passionate about it. We're excited
Yeah,
about it,
I
and we
think
think
so.
that Beverly's going to love this event.
I think so too, and I think like the most exciting part for me has been reaching out to community members and contacts and friends to say, hey, we want to pick your brain for questions. We want your input on this because great, we know what we know about Beverly, but we want to know what other people know about Beverly and want to share and be a part of that. So when the event happens, everybody feels like they're a part of that. They've contributed in some way.
yeah. Well, that makes it all the more special
Yes.
and more people wanting to actually be there that night,
Yeah.
which I want to talk about because
Okay.
we've been sort of dancing around it. But what is this event? Let's share trivia in the round.
Absolutely.
What
So
are we
when we were
doing?
trying to come up as an event committee, there's a group of us, little under 10 women,
Yeah.
who happen to volunteer for this, and we needed to come up with an idea to celebrate Beverly, but that would be fun, accessible, low cost to the public. So those were kind of a lot of things to hit on the head. And we were talking about Susan knew from her own personal experience how active Beverly was in the trivia community. A lot of the breweries
Yes.
host local trivia nights, some of the restaurants. And we thought, what a fun idea. And then we would make the pivot that it would all be Beverly-centric trivia, which is fantastic, right? How else do we
so
celebrate
fun.
Beverly but to talk about Beverly and celebrate all of its wins? So that's going to be the basis of it. It's happening on Saturday, March 7th, starting at 6:30.
Okay.
It is a ticketed event. You
Yep.
do need to register in advance. And you can have a team anywhere from 1 to 6 members.
Yep.
And tickets are $25 per team
Person.
member
Yeah.
per person, but that also comes with food. There will be during rounds there will be food served in the lobby of the building, and there will be a cash bar available. Our gracious hostess is going to be Karen Ness and Benny over at the North Shore Music Theater, and that's how we got the name Trivia in the Round.
Yes.
And so we're just trying to embrace something that we thought our fellow bevies would love.
Yeah.
Make it a fun night out. Like I said, cash bar, but the ticket price does come with food. So we have a host of vendors that we're going to be working with, which include Delphine's,
Amazing.
Henry's, Flip the Bird, and Super Sud Casual Catering. So
my gosh,
got a nice
great.
variety of food, and we are going to be vegetarian friendly as
Yep.
well. There will be options for everyone. And we want to have an entirely inclusive event. So we've even been partnering and working with Karen Hopkins from the Children's Center for Communication, Beverly School for the Deaf, and we are going to have an ASL interpreter on site as well. So we want to make sure that community feels welcome in addition to everyone else. And yeah, we're really, really excited about it. So it starts at 6:30, probably go to about 10:30, 10:45.
Ooh, okay. So this is like, if you like trivia, if you've ever played trivia in Beverly and you've
Yeah.
had a good time, this is like the
Yes.
name, the big boss.
Like the
this is
penultimate event.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
Okay, calling all trivia people.
And I forgot to mention, I buried the lead a little bit on this. There are cash prizes. You're not
Cash.
getting a lame T-shirt from us if you
Ooh,
win.
yeah.
First prize is $500.
Yes.
Second prize is
$250.
$250, and third prize is
$125.
$125.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're
okay.
also encouraging team names. And if you like team costumes, not mandatory though. Team name is, team costume is not. And there will also be
Like
prizes for those, gift card prizes for those
most
as well.
creative team name,
Oh,
most creative team
fun.
costumes, or team T-shirts, or theme, or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
all the
okay.
creative bevies decide to come up with.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Okay, so people have a few weeks to get their Beverly trivia locked down.
Yes.
And get their costumes in order, form some teams up to 6.
Yep.
All
And if they're
right.
interested in registering, they can visit us at beverly400.org, and you can go to the calendar of events, and you'll see the trivia and the round event
Yep.
in the drop down. And you can register right there and pay for your ticket price and name your team, the whole 9 yards. It's all right there.
Very cool. Oh my gosh. Well, I think one of the coolest parts of this event is the venue, right? Like
Yes.
typically trivia is happening at a brewery, at one of our bars,
Yeah.
restaurants, which is always amazing and
Yeah.
super intimate and fun. The North Shore Music Theater is going to be a whole different experience,
It
right?
is. It is. I think it's like really just going to level up trivia. And David Olson is going to be our quiz master on stage, and he is. That's actually how I met him, was through trivia, and we were rivals for a really long time, and now we're really good friends. And so, we're going to have 6 rounds of trivia. It's all Beverly-based, food and drink, history, arts and entertainment, pop culture, geography, sports. Those are all going to be the categories. One of those 6 rounds is going to be a picture round. So we have partnered with local artists and nonprofits that are giving us photos that we're going to use, and you're going to have to name the photo, name where this famous feline might be from, or this cute dog might be from. You don't know.
Oh my gosh,
So,
amazing.
and the North Shore Music Theater is graciously letting us use the drop-down screens for the picture round, so it'll be big and vibrant on the screen, which that's not normally what happen at a trivia
No, this
event.
is such a performance.
Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely.
in my mind, I'm just picturing like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire stage where you just have all the people
Yeah.
and like just like one guy in the middle. Like this is going to be such a cool thing to see, just even to witness. So if folks just want to come and like watch,
They can still buy a ticket as a one-person ticket. They're still going to get access to food, and they can just participate. Just hang out and watch the trivia event.
Yeah.
Part of that, though, is that they have to kind of not get involved and not share any answers, because we do have a strict rule about if you share an answer, we're going to call it a Brantooligan. And you're going to get buzzed, and that question gets voided, and a much harder question gets asked.
oh wow,
So-
okay, so we're keeping the Bevs in line.
Yeah, no
Right.
looking
So
at your
spectators
phones.
are strictly spectating, no
Yeah.
phones.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
there will be some
it's
very clear
tough.
rules.
honor code, but we have consequences.
Yes, absolutely.
I love this.
Yes, so
Susan, do you want to talk a little bit about the panel of judges that we've
sure,
assembled as
sure.
well?
So we have Dave Olson's going to be our quiz master, and then we have our scorekeepers, and we have 4 of them. And these are the people that are going to be looking at the answer cards that come in, and they're going to say, is that good enough? Is that answer that meets the expectations that we're looking for?
Oh my gosh, so there's some subjectivity to this.
Absolutely.
Like you really have to bring your A
Absolutely,
game.
because there, could be some questions that might ask about a couple business names that could be very similar. You're going to have to be very specific.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So those people are Medley Long.
Yes, Medley, who was on the podcast earlier
Yes,
this year.
Yes.
And a member of the board of
Board,
the Beverly 400
everything.
as well.
Right.
Joe Marino, so he is the quizmaster. He was at Old Planners for several years. He's now at Gentilly. He's also part of the Flip the Bird family. He's going to be a scorekeeper. My next door neighbors, Oliver and Lucy, are the other 2 scorekeepers as well.
Nice.
And I mean, they're like horror trivia aficionados, and so. They're really strict about questions, so we like
that's
that a
what we
lot.
need.
Yeah,
Okay,
our
amazing.
data processors, these are the people that are going to be in charge of scoring, is my husband Andrew Whitelocks and Stephen Moffat. So they're going to come up with their
Perfect.
little spreadsheet world that they love, and they'll get to design that and keep us on track.
Oh my
and
gosh.
they'll report the scores on the doors back to Dave.
Perfect. Wow,
and
you've
then
really thought of it. Like
We
every
have,
role
yes.
has been filled by the exact right person.
Yes, and the person keeping us all in line on the day of the event is Heather. Heather B. She's our girl. She's going to keep us in line. She gets a headset and the clipboard, and
Yes.
yes.
Oh, well, that's
Should be kind
her.
of directing all of the all the players for us.
absolutely.
I feel like that's matches her skill
Yes,
level
yes,
to a
absolutely.
T. That's
Absolutely.
perfect.
So she will. She's going to be just an absolute asset to keep us all running. And having worked with her on several arts fests every summer, I know she knows what it takes. I know she knows the support that we're all going to need, and that she's going to provide that to us. And
That's awesome.
That takes a lot off our plate on that night.
For
So,
sure. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've been working closely with Heather Bullia
Yeah.
as well. She
Yes.
is on our arts committee.
Yeah.
So I know all too well that woman can really whip people into shape and
Yes.
keep things in line.
Yes.
And I also want to plug our next film in Beverly in the Movies film series.
Yes.
Heather has been very, very excited about the next showing. We will be screening The Tender Bar, and she actually just confirmed that we will have a tender bar at the Tender Bar.
From Flip the Bird.
Flip the Bird will be providing.
It's the most amazing.
Chicken tenders
I love that.
for
I
our
love that you're going to
screening.
have the chicken tender bar for the Tender Bar movie.
I love that too.
We're cracking up the whole studio.
I love
I'm so
it.
sorry,
Yeah.
but listen, the
I
Tender
think-
Bar's at the Tender Bar.
I
It's
know.
going to be great.
It's great.
I
Yes.
think there might even be a cardboard cutout of Ben.
I have heard. I have not seen, but I have heard.
This is what happens when you get Heather involved. This is why I love Beverly.
Well, you
Yes.
see, so now we're in good hands. We
You
can
really
trust-
are.
Yeah,
your
we're in
your
good hands.
event's
are
going to
really
be
good
great,
hands.
and
Fantastic. I love this.
Who knows? Maybe Ben Affleck will show up to your event
Maybe
too.
Oh,
All right, don't
That would be-
don't
don't
tease
tease
us.
me.
Don't tease
Don't
us.
tease
Oh
me.
my gosh. Well, it sounds like people can expect a really fun night and a
Yes.
night where they're going to be challenged. I mean, how
Yep.
hard are these questions? What are we talking here?
Some
Depends
of
how
them.
hardcore you think you are.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
I thought about. There are definitely going to be some tough tough questions.
Yeah.
Cash is on the line.
Of
There's
course.
going to be some easier questions. Certainly, you know, we're going to see Schubert pop up. Pepe's going to pop up.
How could
These
he
are our
not?
beloved, you know, creatures from Beverly. They have to be on there. But there will also be the question that you ask is, can a non-townie win this event? And I think a non-townie team can, but you got to do your work.
Ooh, okay.
You got to do your
All right.
work. Yeah.
Listen, I think that's fair. You know,
I mean, I don't know that I'm totally considered a townie, but I could do okay on this, do pretty well.
Well,
at
and
it.
I think when we were cultivating the questions, we asked around. We didn't just sit in a room, the two of us with the internet. You know, we were cultivating questions from the community, from other various organizations in Beverly.
Yeah.
We've kind of tapped into a little bit of everyone, and so in terms of looking at the pool of questions and culling the questions and deciding what stays and what goes and kind of what degree of difficulty they have, I think there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
I think, and we
Yeah.
wanted this stuff to be relatable. We wanted it to be current, but also historic. So there's a little bit of everything. I think we really have done a good job creating a nice variety of degree of difficulty and kind of current relevance,
Yeah.
and then also a little bit of stuff that kind of throws back to the history of Beverly, because there is a lot of really rich layered stuff here to dig into. So I mean, now that you know the categories, Susan listed them out a little earlier.
Yeah.
You know, if you need to brush up, feel free to. We don't expect anyone to spend nights in the library, but I think that people are going to be surprised how much they know about Beverly. I think it's going to be an interesting way to reveal things about Beverly too that maybe people don't know. So we're hoping it's a night of fun, but also a night of learning and celebrating. So
I think that's the silver lining to it, right? Like if you don't know the answer, you're about to find out, and now you know more about the city you live in. So that's really cool.
Absolutely.
It is, and it's. I think too. We have also had fun exploring the questions and getting to know new things about Beverly that. We had no idea, and that part has been a lot of fun too. And we've had input from the Cabot, from Historic Beverly, from Lindsay, from Paul Layton, from Entering Beverly. You know, these are all the people that have submitted us questions that you know are gonna may or may not make the cut, but you know they're out there in the pool. And we're looking to have we'll have 60 questions and some backup Rantooligans and some tiebreakers too at the end.
All right,
So,
we're ready.
And people should be watching. We are on Instagram and Facebook, so make sure you're on the Beverly 400 Instagram and Facebook pages. We're talking about it. We're promoting it. We're giving you a little taste of questions to come in the next couple of weeks, so pay attention. You can visit our social media platforms to register as well, or like I said, you can go to the website, but definitely be paying attention because we'll be dropping little hints between now and then for people.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, we're all very excited. We have a few weeks to prepare.
Yes.
And yes, everyone follow Beverly Mass 400.
Yep.
Our Facebook page, we have all of our events up, so you can see everything on the website. But this one sounds great. And it's so clear that you've put in so much time and energy and really attention to detail and making sure you have the right partners in the room to get all those questions in. So I do commend that. I mean, you're volunteers, right? Like you're doing so much. So congratulations. I'm sure it's feeling like really exciting to get closer to the finish line on this.
It is, I think that we've hit the point now where team registration and tickets are live, and we're getting excited that the
And we
event
have
is
some
come.
registrants already who
Yeah.
have already put in for teams.
So-
And I can share this fun little rumor with you. Mayor Cahill has been threatening to make a team for a couple of months now.
Yes.
He saw him out in the neighborhoods when he was running for re-election, and he said that he was going to put together a team. And I heard this rumor from a couple of city councilors recently as well. So we have it on good authority that Mike Cahill is creating a team.
Excellent.
So if you think you know more than the mayor, come prove it.
Ooh, okay. I feel like that's the draw now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you know more than the mayor,
No pressure to Mayor Cahill, but everyone's coming out to see if they can beat you.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Awesome. Wow.
He said it publicly, so I'm not outing him here. He has said this publicly.
Yes.
I love this. Nope.
Yeah.
Now it's on record. He'll have to
Yes.
be there. That's fantastic. Have there been any, I mean, you alluded to the fact that this has been a lot of work and there's been highs and lows. What has been the most challenging part to putting this together?
I think just right now, I feel like the most challenging part is getting the word out. You know, that it's live, it's time, we're ready for people to participate, register, and show up on the night. I think that's what feels to be the most challenging right now, just accessing all of our networks and sharing that information and getting it out there. I think I have had a great pleasure working with Stacy and working with David as well. He just keeps me on my toes with laughing and all of that. So it's been a wonderful, collaborative, enjoyable experience
That's
so
awesome.
far. Yeah.
It has been, yeah. I would say for me, especially as I'm a newer transplant than Susan, but kind of cultivating and harvesting all of these questions has been very daunting. But I think that's what's so wonderful about Beverly. If you ask, people show up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the community has really shown up for us in terms of giving us questions and ideas for questions and people to talk to for questions. And so that's been really heartwarming.
Yeah.
And it has been a labor of love. But we have spent the last year working on this project. And so we are really invested and we want it to be a success. So we want as many people as possible to come and register and spectate. And we want it to be a very festive celebratory night. So we're really excited about people doing that. So again, registration is open right now. And we're not the only event actually that our committee is planning. So once ours is passed on March 7th, we're going to focus on throwing our support behind the other events that are happening. Can I talk a little bit about
Oh
that?
my gosh, yes, please. Okay. Yes, you're doing my job for me.
Sorry.
Tell me everything.
It's just we're so excited. We really believe in what the organization is doing, and I see how hard everyone works and how much of their heart they're putting into this when we meet monthly. The rest of our committee is going to be working on 2 other events this calendar year. The other subcommittees have events too. I'm just going to talk about ours. In June, we're doing a month-wide scavenger hunt through the city of Beverly. And so that's meant so that it can be accessed by all kinds of people and that it's not just one set weekend. So we want to make it accessible to everyone, to families and kids. And so it's going to happen from the 1st to the end of the month. And it's going to be basically mostly focused in the downtown area, but there will be other areas, and it's going to be run by a website from what I understand from our other teammates, and they will be able to choose the theme or passport is what they're calling it that you're exploring on your scavenger hunt. And we're looking for more businesses to volunteer to participate in the scavenger hunt. So if you're a local business owner or you know someone who might be interested in participating on the scavenger hunt, it obviously drives traffic to your business, it gives you more visibility, and it's a fun way to celebrate being part of the Beverly community. So that's really exciting. That's happening in June. And then in October, some other members of our community, our committee rather, are doing Bark in the Park, which is going to be a dog-centric event held at the Beverly High School
And we
grounds.
love our dogs.
We love our dogs,
this
yeah.
is perfect.
So from what I recall from some of those members, there's going to be food trucks there. There are going to be dog-centric vendors there. There are going to be dog races. There are going to be canine dogs, working dogs that are going to be there, maybe doing some training demonstrations for the
Amazing.
people. So there's lots of fun stuff. There are going to be costumes. There's going to be a dog parade. I can't list all the things they're working on, but they're going to be in October.
That's fantastic.
So there's lots of really great things to look forward to. A little bit of something for everyone, I guess, is really what you're seeing.
It's true. I felt that too. I feel like the variety of people getting involved in all of these events has created a variety in the experiences, which is so cool to see.
I agree.
And especially I feel like the events committee has really put together events that are like interactive. I mean, you are really pulled in and you're part of it, which is so cool. And I commend you for doing that, because I feel like a lot of events that we've put together are a little bit more of like a presentation or sort of, which is also so important, but I just love this idea of people being able to get involved. So this is, you've really achieved that with these events. So we're excited.
Yay, that's exciting. We want them to be interactive and inclusive of our community. And I hope that, our trivia in the round event is going to show that and be a really fun night. It's winter, it's cold. We're going to go out and have fun, with really good local food that, we can also support our local businesses that way. And I think it's going to be a fun event.
Oh, and I think we might have forgot to mention the Trivia in the Round is a 21 plus event. So get the babysitters booked now if you're interested in coming.
That's
It's going to be
right.
adults only. But every other event is fully inclusive. So all of the other events will be family friendly. This one event is going to be a Saturday night kind of thing for adults and moms and dads. So
parents get a night off, come out, show
Absolutely.
show your Beverly chops. I love it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
great.
Susan, I do feel your pain on like the marketing of it and getting things out there. I feel like I'm also like, are we all fatigued yet? Like it's only February. Oh my gosh. We have so many things happening this year and we're doing everything we can to get all of that information out.
Yeah.
But I just, through this podcast, want to stress that this is such an event for people that want to be a part of Beverly 400. Like, this is your opportunity to come and really not only learn, but showcase your skills, your knowledge, and just have a good time with your community, right? Like, these teams are just, I feel like it's like a larger version of what I see on a Thursday night when you go into a brewery or, it's just such a cool thing to see.
And that's kind of the atmosphere that we're hoping to foster in this environment, is that it's going to be like it was on a Thursday night back at Old Planners, packed to the house, packed house, and everybody's, yelling out science or this or that when things are, things that if you know, and we're hoping that same atmosphere is going to come through at our event. And we're hoping that to encourage those same teams to partner together and sign up for our event and, come and show their knowledge. And it should be a fun night, I think. We're really excited about it.
I think so.
David's really excited about it.
Yeah. Our quiz master
Our
himself.
quiz master,
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, he has a big job ahead of him.
He does, yes.
I'm really excited to see that.
He's working really hard on putting the questions in an order. This was something that he said to us, is that he's compelled to use the questions to tell a story about Beverly.
Oh,
I love that.
That's really thoughtful.
That's the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah,
I like
from its rich history to our current pop culture, and that's what he's trying to do with the order of the questions and how they're going to be formed, so that he gets to tell a story about our town. And that gives me the goosies when I say that, because it should be a really fun event where we're laughing and having a great time, and we're learning more about our town that we already love.
Well, I mean, what more could you ask for on a Saturday night in March?
I know,
we need this.
We need this. Yes,
we do.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we're gonna plug the date once more, ladies. When are we doing this?
Saturday, March 7th.
Yep. Starting at 6:30.
Yep.
Pre-register, please, at Beverly400.org. You can find it on the event calendar there.
And it's at North Shore Music Theater on that Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, so cool. Can people show up at the door and register, or would you prefer they get their stuff in ahead?
We prefer them to pre-register, yes.
All right.
Because we will have the appropriate packets with their team name on them, all ready for them to go.
Oh my gosh. All right, you're putting in the work. So will we. We're going to register early, everyone. Let's do this. Think of your cool team name now.
Yes.
Are there any cool team names yet? Are we?
Yes. I'm not sharing, but
okay.
They might follow Entering Beverly in that. There you go. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
We've had a really good, fun pop culture name already. So
amazing. All right, so the bar is already high, folks.
Bar is already
high. It is indeed.
Get your name together.
Said, cash is on the line. We're not giving winning prizes. We have good cash.
$500 cash.
Wow. Okay.
Who can use $500 cash?
And bragging rights. And bragging rights.
Bragging
rights.
Yes.
Yeah, which
cash.
Both are equally important in this scenario.
Yes. Agreed.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like we've kind of. Everyone is going to love this event, but do you have like an ideal, who do you want to see there? Is it just everybody? You want the whole town there?
I kind of do, yeah. I'm most excited to see what the city councilors are going to do, because we've heard rumors that they're planning two separate teams. I'm most excited Julie Flowers she's my
Julie.
girl. I love her. I can't wait to see what she does.
Yeah, and the pressure is on for them. I mean,
I
imagine
know.
being
Let me
a
call
sitting
them out.
counselor
But
you better be good at this.
Yes, so that's.
But it's all in good fun. It's
all in good
fun.
fun. A lighthearted competition among friends.
Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely. And I think first and foremost, the one commonality that we all have, even though we live in different neighborhoods of Beverly and we have different experiences and have different roles here, I think first and foremost, everybody loves Beverly, and that's really what this is about. Yeah. It's our birthday, and we want to celebrate all the things that make Beverly so fantastic. We all know. Yeah. But I think this is a really nice way to highlight those things by talking about all of it in the form of trivia questions. So we hope you'll join us. We hope that people come out for us. And we hope most of all people have fun and feel like a member of the community that's cherished, because they all are.
Oh, amazing. Well,
Beverly, we look good for 400.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
Well, thank you. Thank you for all the work you've done for this
Yes.
event and on your committee. And thanks for coming and joining me here on a
Thank you for having
Friday.
us.
It's our
This will
pleasure.
air in the future, but it is Friday the 13th, and
Yes.
we're having a great day.
Yes, we are.
I wanted to end on sort of a completely unrelated note, but given that it's a beautiful Friday and the sun is out, and I'm just thinking about what am I going to do after we do this, what is your like ideal Beverly day? Like, where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, I'm going to Delphine's.
Ooh, okay.
I'm a little obsessed with her iced coffee and a cheddar scone. And then
Excellent combo.
I'm walking down to like Dane Street Beach area and walking along the water there. I'm hoping to see some cute little scruffy, fluffy doggies that I can squeeze and scrunch on, and maybe I'll see Snoop. I saw Snoop yesterday, so that's always a good.
Love a Snoop
We
sighting.
love a Snoop sighting, so yeah, that's kind of my perfect Beverly day.
That's a good perfect Beverly day. I love it. Stacy, what are we doing?
That. Well, I am not going to disagree about going to Delphine's. I'm actually, my stomach is rumbling right
going
now.
there
I'm very
next.
much excited to go and join Susan for that iced coffee and something to eat. And I think we're actually, we're thankless servants. We are going to go and try to poster our flyers in some of the local businesses today and this weekend. I think you don't get what you don't ask for.
Yep.
And so we're going to be asking a couple of the businesses here on Cabot and on Rantoul Street to lend us a little bit of real estate in their front window for the next 3 weeks. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Well, when you see these signs around town, you will know what we're talking about now that we've had this wonderful conversation. And people can sign up right from that flyer, right?
Yep.
There's like a
Yes.
QR
Yep.
code.
There
so
is. Yep.
You're walking downtown, you see this flyer, get your team name in, get registered, get ready. It's going to be so fun.
so fun.
Ugh,
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming on and talking to us about this.
Thanks for
This is
having
gonna be
us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And we will see you next month. I'm super excited. Actually, we chatted about Karen a little bit today, but Karen Hopkins is going to be my next guest on the podcast
that's
next
great.
month.
Lovely.
We'll be chatting all about the Beverly School for the Deaf's 150th anniversary
I know,
this
it's
year.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wild.
Amazing.
And just, all the amazing partnerships we've had with that school and what we've been doing in Beverly 400. So that will be coming next month. I hope you all have a great rest of your February, and follow Beverly 400 on all the socials. Come out on March 7th, and we'll see you next month. Thank you. Bye.